She was vibrant and quick-witted, always remembering birthdays. She was the heart of every family gathering, her laughter echoing through the house. Her presence was a warm embrace, a beacon of joy and love. She knew every grandchild's favorite treat, every inside joke. Her kitchen was a haven of sweet aromas and cherished memories, a place where stories were shared and bonds were strengthened. Lately, things felt different for her. Names slipped her mind, dates blurred together. The once clear and vivid memories seemed to fade, replaced by a fog of confusion. A flicker of worry crossed her eyes, quickly masked by a smile. She tried to hide her fear, but the uncertainty lingered, a shadow over her once bright spirit. One crisp autumn afternoon, she found herself staring at a stranger in her reflection. The familiar face she had known all her life seemed distant, almost foreign. The face looking back was hers, yet something was amiss. The eyes, once full of life and recognition, now held a hint of confusion and doubt. Panic surged within her, a cold knot in her stomach. She felt a wave of fear wash over her, the realization that something was changing, something beyond her control. She clung to fragments of memories, fleeting and fragile like autumn leaves. Each memory was a precious piece of her identity, slipping through her fingers like sand. This wasn't right, this wasn't her, or was it? The uncertainty gnawed at her, a constant reminder of the changes she couldn't understand or control. Alzheimer's disease, a thief in the night, steals memories and robs individuals of their identity. It creeps in slowly, often unnoticed at first, but its impact is profound and far-reaching. This insidious condition gradually erodes the very essence of who people are, leaving behind a shell of who they once were. It is a progressive brain disorder, the most common form of dementia, affecting millions worldwide. Alzheimer's doesn't just affect memory. It disrupts thinking, behavior, and the ability to perform everyday tasks. The disease progresses in stages, each more debilitating than the last, making it a relentless adversary. It is a devastating journey not only for those diagnosed but also for their loved ones. Families watch helplessly as their loved ones slip away, their personalities and memories fading. The emotional and physical toll on caregivers is immense, often leading to burnout and depression. The statistics are alarming. Every 65 seconds, someone in the United States develops Alzheimer's. This means that by the time this video ends, several more individuals will have begun their battle with this cruel disease. The global impact is staggering, with over 55 million people living with dementia. This number is expected to double every 20 years, placing an enormous strain on healthcare systems and economies worldwide. These numbers are projected to skyrocket in the coming decades. Without significant advancements in research and treatment, the burden of Alzheimer's will continue to grow, affecting more families and communities. Behind these statistics are real people, real stories of love, loss, and the heartbreaking decline caused by this relentless disease. Each number represents an individual, a family, and a community grappling with the challenges of Alzheimer's. These stories remind everyone of the urgent need for awareness, support, and a cure. At first, the changes were subtle. She would misplace her keys, forget appointments. She brushed it off as senior moments. But the lapses in memory became more frequent, more concerning. Familiar faces became strangers, simple tasks felt impossible. Her family noticed. Whispers turned into worried conversations. Denial gave way to fear. A visit to the doctor confirmed their suspicions. The diagnosis hung heavy in the air, a life sentence without parole. Her world, once bright and familiar, was now shrouded in a fog of confusion and uncertainty. As the disease progressed, her world shrank. The once expansive and vibrant life she led was now confined to the four walls of her room. Each day the walls seemed to close in a little more, suffocating her spirit. Her once sharp mind became a labyrinth of lost thoughts and forgotten memories. The clarity she once took for granted was now a distant dream, replaced by a fog that clouded her every thought. She struggled to recognize loved ones. The faces that once brought her joy now only added to her confusion. Each photograph, each familiar face was a puzzle piece that no longer fit, her vibrant personality dulled by the disease. The laughter that once echoed through her home was replaced by a haunting silence. The spark in her eyes dimmed, leaving behind a shadow of the woman she once was. The vibrant woman she was who had once commanded a room with her wit and warmth was now a shadow of her former self. In gatherings she felt like an outsider, isolated in her own mind, unable to connect with the world around her. Simple tasks like dressing or eating became insurmountable challenges. Frustration and anger flared as she grappled with her diminishing abilities. Each button, each forkful of food, was a reminder of her lost independence. Fueled by her inability to express herself, her frustration grew. Words that once flowed effortlessly now eluded her, leaving her trapped in silence. The simplest conversations became battles she could no longer win. The independence she once cherished slipped away, replaced by a reliance on others that was both necessary and heartbreaking. Each step she took, each hand she held, was a testament to her fading autonomy. The simple act of being fed or dressed by a loved one was a stark reminder of her vulnerability. The toll on her family was immense. They bore the weight of her illness, their hearts heavy with sorrow and helplessness. Each day was a struggle not just for her but for those who loved her. They watched helplessly as she, the woman they loved, slipped further away, trapped in the prison of her own mind. Their efforts to reach her, to bring her back, were met with the unyielding walls of her condition. Their lives were forever changed, marked by the relentless progression of her disease. They watched helplessly as she, the woman they loved, slipped further away, trapped in the prison of her own mind. Their love and care were unwavering, but the pain of watching her decline was a burden they carried every day. Many suffer in silence, afraid of the stigma associated with Alzheimer's and dementia. Families, grappling with the emotional and financial burden, often delay seeking help. This silence is a dangerous enemy, preventing early diagnosis and intervention. Early detection is crucial. While there is no cure for Alzheimer's, early intervention can slow the progression of the disease and improve quality of life. Medications, therapies, and lifestyle changes help manage symptoms and provide support for both patients and caregivers. Breaking the silence surrounding Alzheimer's is the first step towards fighting this devastating disease. Recognizing the early warning signs of Alzheimer's and dementia is paramount. Memory loss that disrupts daily life, difficulty completing familiar tasks, confusion with time or place, and changes in mood or personality are all red flags. If someone is experiencing these symptoms, they shouldn't wait. They should consult a doctor immediately. Early diagnosis is key to accessing resources, exploring treatment options, and planning for the future. Early detection is not about giving up, it's about empowering families to navigate the challenges of Alzheimer's with knowledge and support. Alzheimer's disease is a thief, but early detection is the best defense against it. By raising awareness, supporting research, and advocating for early intervention, the fight against this devastating disease can be strengthened. Every second truly counts. Every moment of clarity, every cherished memory is incredibly precious. One wrong move, one careless moment, that's all it takes to overlook the early signs of Alzheimer's and dementia. These silent thieves don't announce their presence, they slowly and cruelly dismantle lives. Are you prepared to recognize the warning signs? Most people aren't, and the results are heartbreaking. If this made you pause, smash that like button, subscribe for life-saving tips, and share this video. It could be the difference between preserving or losing someone you love. Want to know how to stay truly safe? Click the link in the description for must-have resources to protect yourself and your family. And don't look away. Click now to watch the next video, where we reveal another hidden danger that you can't afford to ignore. The time to act is now.